Welcome to our exploration of chemical kinetics, the fascinating branch of chemistry that studies the speed of chemical reactions and the factors that influence them. In this chapter, we'll uncover how and why reactions happen at different rates, and what this means for both science and industry. Whether you're curious about why some reactions are instant while others take years, or how temperature and catalysts play a role, you're in the right place. Let's begin our journey by understanding the basics and setting the stage for a deeper dive into the world of reaction rates. Chemical kinetics is the study of the speed or rate at which chemical reactions occur and the mechanisms by which they proceed. It helps us understand not just how fast a reaction happens, but also the steps involved from reactants to products. By examining these processes, chemists can control and optimize reactions for various applications, from pharmaceuticals to energy production. This field bridges the gap between theoretical chemistry and practical applications, making it essential for both research and industry. Rate of reaction refers to how quickly reactants are converted into products in a chemical process. It's typically measured as the change in concentration of a reactant or product per unit time. Understanding reaction rates is crucial for predicting how long a reaction will take and for designing processes that require precise timing, such as in manufacturing or medicine. Reaction rates can be influenced by several factors, which we'll explore in detail throughout this chapter. Let's differentiate between average rate and instantaneous rate. The average rate is calculated over a period of time, giving us an overall idea of how fast a reaction proceeds between 2 points. In contrast, the instantaneous rate is the rate at a specific moment, often determined by drawing a tangent to the concentration time curve at that point. Both concepts are important. Average rate helps in general analysis, while instantaneous rate is crucial for understanding reaction mechanisms at any given instant. Rate law is a mathematical expression that relates the rate of a chemical reaction to the concentration of its reactants. It's usually written as rate equals K(m)(bn), where K is the rate constant, and M and N are the reaction orders with respect to each reactant. The rate law is determined experimentally and provides insight into the reaction mechanism, helping chemists predict how changes in concentration affect the reaction speed. The order of a reaction tells us how the rate depends on the concentration of reactants. It's the sum of the powers to which the concentrations are raised in the rate law. For example, if rate equals Ka1b2, the reaction is third order overall. Knowing the order helps chemists understand the reaction's sensitivity to concentration changes and is key for controlling industrial processes. Molecularity refers to the number of reactant particles involved in an elementary step of a reaction. It can be unimolecular, bimolecular, or termolecular, depending on whether 1, 2, or 3 particles collide to bring about the reaction. Unlike order, molecularity is always a whole number and applies only to elementary reactions, not overall reactions. This concept helps us visualize the actual collision events leading to product formation. Zero-order reaction is one where the rate is independent of the concentration of reactants. This means the reaction proceeds at a constant rate until one reactant is used up. A classic example is the decomposition of ammonia on a platinum surface. Here, the rate remains steady because the catalyst surface is saturated. Zero-order reactions are rare but important in catalysis and industrial chemistry. A first-order reaction, the rate depends linearly on the concentration of one reactant. A common example is the radioactive decay of nuclei or the hydrolysis of aspirin in water. As the reaction progresses, the rate decreases proportionally with the reactant's concentration. First-order reactions are prevalent in nature and industry, making their study essential for understanding many chemical and biological processes. Integrated rate law for a first-order reaction provides a direct relationship between the concentration of reactant and time. It's expressed as ln A/A equals Kt, where A0 is the initial concentration, A is the concentration at time t, and K is the rate constant. This equation allows us to calculate how much reactant remains after a certain period, which is crucial for both laboratory experiments and industrial applications. Half-life of a reaction is the time required for the concentration of a reactant to decrease by half. For first-order reactions, the half-life is constant and does not depend on the initial concentration. This property is especially important in fields like pharmacology and nuclear chemistry, where predicting how long a substance remains active or hazardous is critical. For a first-order reaction, the half-life T1/2 can be derived from the integrated rate law. It's given by T1/2 equals 0.693 K, where K is the rate constant. This simple relationship means that as the rate constant increases, the half-life decreases. Understanding this helps chemists and engineers design processes where timing and concentration are crucial. Second-order reactions rate depends on either the square of one reactant's concentration or the product of two reactant concentrations. An example is the reaction between hydrogen peroxide and iodide ions. These reactions are common in environmental and biological systems and understanding their kinetics helps in pollution control and metabolic studies. Arrhenius equation links the rate constant of a reaction to temperature and activation energy. It's written as K equals AE, E/RT, whereas the frequency factor, E is activation energy, R is the gas constant, and T is temperature. This equation explains why reactions speed up with increasing temperature and is fundamental for predicting reaction behavior under different conditions. Activation energy is the minimum energy required for reactants to transform into products. It acts as a barrier that molecules must overcome for a reaction to proceed. Lower activation energy means a reaction can happen more easily, while higher activation energy makes it slower. This concept is key to understanding why some reactions need heat or light to start. Temperature has a significant impact on reaction rates. As temperature increases, molecules move faster and collide more energetically, increasing the chances of overcoming activation energy. According to the Arrhenius equation, even a small rise in temperature can greatly accelerate a reaction. This principle is widely used in cooking, industry, and even in our body's metabolic processes. Collision theory explains that for a reaction to occur, reactant particles must collide with sufficient energy and proper orientation. Not all collisions lead to reactions. Only those that overcome the activation energy barrier are successful. This theory helps us understand why increasing concentration, temperature, or using a catalyst can speed up reactions. Several factors influence the rate of a chemical reaction: concentration of reactants, temperature, presence of a catalyst, and surface area of solids. Increasing concentration or temperature generally speeds up reactions, while catalysts lower activation energy. Understanding these factors allows chemists to control reactions for desired outcomes, whether in a lab or large-scale industry. Catalyst is a substance that increases the rate of a chemical reaction without being consumed in the process. Catalysts work by providing an alternative pathway with lower activation energy, making it easier for reactants to convert into products. They are essential in many industrial processes, from making fertilizers to refining fuels. Catalysts play a crucial role in chemical kinetics by speeding up reactions and making them more efficient. They do this by lowering the activation energy, which increases the number of successful collisions between reactant molecules. This not only saves time and energy, but also makes many industrial processes economically viable. Chemical kinetics is vital in industry because it helps optimize reaction conditions for maximum efficiency and yield. By understanding reaction rates, industries can design safer, faster, and more cost-effective processes. From pharmaceuticals to food production, kinetics ensures products are made efficiently and safely. Chemical kinetics isn't just theoretical, it has real-world applications everywhere. In medicine, it helps determine drug dosages and shelf life. In environmental science, it's used to model pollutant breakdown. Even in everyday life, like cooking or cleaning, understanding reaction rates can make tasks more effective. In pharmaceuticals, chemical kinetics is crucial for drug development and safety. It helps predict how quickly a drug is metabolized in the body, ensuring proper dosing and effectiveness. Kinetics also determines the shelf life of medicines, making sure they remain safe and potent until their expiration date. Kinetics plays a role in understanding how pollutants break down in the environment. By studying reaction rates, scientists can predict how long harmful substances will persist and design strategies for their removal. This knowledge is key for protecting ecosystems and public health. In the food industry, chemical kinetics helps optimize cooking, preservation, and packaging processes. By understanding how reactions like browning or spoilage occur, manufacturers can improve food quality and safety. Kinetics also guides the development of new preservation techniques to extend shelf life. Chemical kinetics is essential in energy production, from combustion in engines to battery technology. By controlling reaction rates, engineers can maximize energy output and efficiency. This knowledge drives innovations in renewable energy and helps reduce environmental impact. Chemical kinetics isn't limited to labs or factories. It's part of daily life. From how quickly food spoils in the fridge to how fast cleaning products work, reaction rates affect our routines. Understanding these processes can help us make better choices in cooking, cleaning, and even healthcare. Let's recap the key concepts. Chemical kinetics studies reaction rates and mechanisms. Rate laws relate speed to concentration, and factors like temperature and catalysts play major roles. Understanding kinetics is essential for science, industry, and daily life, making it a cornerstone of modern chemistry. The future of chemical kinetics is bright, with ongoing research leading to greener processes, better medicines, and advanced materials. As technology evolves, our understanding of reaction rates will continue to improve, opening new possibilities in science and industry. In conclusion, Chemical kinetics provides the tools to understand and control the speed of reactions, impacting everything from industrial production to our daily lives. By mastering these concepts, you're better equipped to appreciate the science behind the world around you and contribute to future innovations.